This is Iron Trader. It is hump day, which means it is crude day. Now, yesterday, the API report came out and actually really good draws right across the board. Crude had a draw of 5.5 million. Gasoline had a draw of 3.8 million. Distillate had a draw of 1.2 million. And Cushing had a draw of 1 million. So now the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. We'll see if it confirms. Okay, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, let's just take a little peek ski, see what's going on. Now, yesterday's high, we got as high as 78.73, and so far today we have 78.77. So you're right there at the resistant level here, and we always have to watch this key level at 78.52. Okay, so right now we have a higher high and higher low, just like we had yesterday. Even though you had the indecision candle, you had a higher high and a higher low, but you're right into this 8 SMA. This is going to be very, very crucial. Now, again, if you can get above this key level here, this 8 SMA here, then what we want to do is we look to the left of the chart. What do we have? You have 79, and then we have 79.28. Those are going to be your next levels, and then we come right across here. Okay, this is going to be very, very key. So what do we have? You have 79.49, and then we have 79.53, and then we have 79.62. So that's going to be a next level here, but you got three candles there. So that's going to be big time resistance. Again, if you can get above, then we'll go to the top of this candle at 79.99, and then we have here, you have 80.41, 80.67, and then your big retest here of 80.85. Now, the key is you got to get above and close above this key 8 SMA. That is very, very crucial. Okay, now next here is what we look for is on that 200 SMA. Your downside here is very, very crucial because what we have first is you have this 21 SMA at 78.14, and then we have your 200 SMA here sitting at 78.05. That's going to be very, very tough. I should say key support levels here that you really want to close above. Okay, so just watch that key 78.05 and that 21 78.14. Now, you notice that the 21 day now is above the 200 SMA. Your 8 SMA is kind of flattening out here. It needs to roll back up here. If we can get the top of this candle where it gets ripping, then that 8 day will curl right back up. Very, very nice. So on the downside, okay, you want to watch that 78.14, okay, and then this 200 day at 78.05. That's going to be your key levels here. Now, again, if that's lost here, then what we want to do is look to the bottom of the candle. You're looking at 77.57, and then we'll look to yesterday's low at 77.34, okay, and then we can just come right over here to the left. You're looking at 77.17, and then we look to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 76.79 here. That was that double bottom situation here with the 76.80, okay, so that's going to be very nice. But I do like this where you have a series of higher highs, higher lows. Now, it's not exploding up or anything, but if you can make just to get above this key 8 SMA here, then she can rip much higher. Now, again, if this candle is lost here, that's 76.79, then we'll come right down here to your Hondo at 76.26, and then we have the bottom of this candle, you're looking at 75.84, and then we have your 50-day at 75.80. So this is moving up very, very nicely here, okay? Going on the upside, your 21-day here on the upside. We got to get that 8 day to turn right back up here again. But again, you're going to need some kind of maybe the EIA report here will take this candle right back up and we go back into our trading range. So right here, I pointed out we had this trading range here. You had that 79.29, and then we had this 75.52. So basically for about 13 days there, you're trading this box right here. So now we have a little bit higher box here going up to the 80.85 and then all the way down here to your 76.79 here. So we got to see exactly how she's going to shake out. Now, your RSI is looking good. Your MACD, your green is below the red here, but that could curl up very, very easily if we start getting some green candles here. Now, your MACD on your weekly chart, green above the red, that shows good momentum. RSI is looking very, very good here. And for the week here, now remember, this is only Wednesday, and actually the start of Wednesday, so we got 3 days left. We want to really close above that 77.82. That's that key 50 SMA. And we want to close above this 77.30. That's your 8 SMA. And then your 21 day is sitting at 75.99. Now, if we could get a good rise up here, this 8 day could cross that 50 day and be push us right on up here. So then we'll look at the top of that candle. That's that 80.67, which is basically this candle. And then we have the top of there is at 80.85, which is the top of that candle right there. So we got to see how it's all going to shake up for a week. But I like the way that 200 day is just holding right up. Your 8 day is rolling right up nice here. And your 50 day here is not only getting flat, but it's starting to curl up here a little bit itself here too. So here today, what we want to watch is these key levels. Okay, on the upside, watch that 78.52. You need to close above. That is key. If you can, then we can come up to the 79 level and then follow the candles up. But this would be, once you break that 79, this is going to be the level right here that you're going to have a big resistance because you hit it 1, 2, 3 times. And then we can, move up the candles 79.99 all the way on up here to these candles until you get a retest. Okay, but realistically, watch that 8 day on the upside and watch this 21 day here on the downside, 78.14, and your 200 SMA here sitting at 78.05. Those are your key levels there for today. Okay, let's take a look here at natty gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, realistically, it is hammer time. Okay, this is not looking good at all. I don't know how many videos I pointed out key levels here is this 8 SMA and this 21 day. I said you need to hold that 21 SMA here, but obviously we're not. You're just having a series of of red candles of lower lows. That's never what you want to see unless you're short, of course. But that's not what you want to see on a bullish run here. Once you get that lower low, and you have red candles, not good. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to watch the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 1.669, and when you look on that other chart, that 4-hour chart, I'll show you that that's basically the gap fill. Okay, so this is nothing that's going to be surprise. So you want to watch that 1.66, and then here we want to watch 1.637, and then we'll come to the bottom of this candle, 1.594. 1.581, and then your big retest down here at 1.52. So if it gets down to this level, and it doesn't necessarily have to be right to 1.522. If you're going to go long, it'll be nice if it held that level. If it came all the way down, then you could have a nice double bottom in play. But we got to see how this is all going to shake out here. Now, you can see here on your weekly chart here, that 8 SMA, how important that is. Now, that's just completely on the downslide here. Okay, you're sitting out at basically 1.90. But last week, you went right into it and couldn't do nothing. This week, right into it, couldn't do nothing. So you're really on the downside. So now, if somehow this turns around, then what we want to do is you want to watch the bottom of this candle. Okay, so you're looking at 1.69, and then we look to the top of today's 1.71. And then what we do is we look here, you're looking at 1.74, and then you have your 1.75, your 21 SMA. Above that, you want to go to your 1.81. Obviously, if you can get above that, then we can just follow these candles right on up. So you have 1.82, we have 1.84, and then we can come up to this key level here of 1.898. Okay, so that's basically that's your upside. And then obviously, you can hit these candles 1.95, 1.98, and then this is what you're looking for is that 2.0. Now, I do like the price channel here. We're leveling off here, but we got to see. So now you got yourself a trading range, okay, where you can look at the bottom price channel, 1.52, and then your upper at 2.0 here. But realistically here with this 21 day, okay, you're below it. Very, very tough time. You need to get above that 21 day, and you need to get above that 8 SMA here to go higher. Now, I'm flat. I see cold is up here today. And then UNG is down here again. It's down to 1507 from 1531. So right now I'm flat. I have no position. I'm just going to see how this all shakes out. Right now, there's a lot better trades like in the crude oil here and in technology than what we got going on in natural gas. So until this, natural gas can get its act together here and maybe put it in a double bottom, then we can shoot for a long. But right now, it's just not looking good. So what you want to remember, watch is today's low at 1.66 here, and then we come over to that 1.63, 1.59, 1.58, and then we have your retest at 1.52. On the upside, realistically, you can look at the bottom of that candle, the top of this candle, but this is what you're aiming for right there. It's going to be that 21 at 1.75, and then right above it, you have 1.81. Okay, let's take a look here on a hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, you can see your hourly chart here. You just basically nothing. You're stepping all the way and down, all the way and down, and you just keep putting in a series of lower lows here. Okay, so now you put in that series of 1.669. You say, well, how do we get there? Well, if you've been watching the videos, okay, I pointed out this gap right here. Okay, so the bottom of that was 1.71. You went into the gap, and then I said, watch the top of this candle. What do we have? Just all I got to do, look right above here and look at the high of the top of that candle. What do we have? 1.66. Okay, today's low, 1.66. Okay, so there's your gap and there's your fill. So I always say these are gaps and fills are like a magnet to a refrigerator. Okay, they want to go there. Okay, so this is what you want to look at, 1.71. That's already taken out, and now we're getting close to that fill level, very, very close, but that was the target. Now, again, we can follow the candles all the way down. So next level is going to be 1.649. And then what we have here is you have looked at the top of that 1.63 level, okay? And then what we have here is 1.593 is 1.5594, and then you have your 1.58. These are your next going to be support levels. And then again, if that is lost, you come right down here to this 1.52. So this pattern here, you look like you put in the bottom here. You had a nice series of higher highs, but it just couldn't get through. So see this 200 SMA? See where it rallied up, couldn't get through. Rallied up, rallied up, rally up, nothing. Okay, and then once you start getting these 8 SMA, the 21-day and the 50-day, all that stuff is rolling down. That becomes huge resistance. Okay, so this is why you want to trade the charts, because now you know where it's going. So when you look at the top of that candle, where to go? Right into the 21-day, couldn't hold it. Right there, 21-day, couldn't hold it, and come right on down. So realistically today, what you want to do, it has to get back above at least this price channel of 1.69. And then, then you have targets back up here at 1.72, 1.76, and even your 100-day here at 1.79. But right now, she just looks like it wants to go lower. You're just basically stair-stepping all the way, all the way down here. You can see this, okay? So let's see here. Okay, hold on. So we had that stair-step going down here, okay? And now we have the same thing going down here. Now, the question is, how far will it get? Will it come all the way down here and retest this? If you lose that, remember, the next level is going to be 1.44. Okay, so that's how that is if lost. Not saying that it is, but again, these are your levels, your big levels that you're going to retest. Okay, it's going to be, you look at the low, that's at 1.59, 1.58. Okay, and then right here, that is your big retest level here if it keeps right on selling. But right now, I don't see anything positive here with the natural gas. So right now, I say again, I'm flat. I'm going to see if you can get a little turnaround today or not. Again, we'll just wait. Maybe just take a look at coal, KOLD. If it comes down a little bit in here, maybe we take a scalp on that. But right now, I'll be looking today at the crude oil because crude oil is a lot more potential here. And I'm long crude oil, so we got to see how that's going to shake out. Okay, I'll have more for you here at midday trading. We'll take a look at natural gas first, and then we'll take a little peek at what's crude oil going. Now, remember, the EIA report on crude oil will be out today at 10:30, and then tomorrow for natural gas at 10:30, but I'm not expecting much because it's very, very warm out here. Seasonality is in play. So really the next catalyst is going to be if you can get yourself a really hot summer, any kind of predictions on that. All right, and then after later today, after you're probably later, probably around the 5 o'clock area, then we'll go in depth on crude oil and natural gas. Okay, thanks for watching.